It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today I'm trying my first beer from Mourne Mountains Brewery, and this is the Wall West Coast Double IPA coming in at 8% ABV. Now this obviously sounds, well, quite obvious, doesn't it? They're based in the Mourne Mountains, and this might sound a bit weird. I know of Exmoor and Dartmoor and the south and Brecon Beacons and whatnot, because I live in that area. But for me, the north is still undiscovered. I've still not travelled to the north of the UK as much as I probably should. And forgive me, I don't know where Mourne Mountains is. So we'll have a look at the address on the back of the can. So they are Mourne Mountains Brewery, Milltown East Industrial Estate, Warren Point, BT. The postcode is BT. So it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely stunning. Maybe is that Hadrian's Wall? I do apologise for my ignorance. I really do apologise for my ignorance here. It's just a case of I just don't know. I'd rather stand here and say this to you guys than go on Google up Mourne Mountains, give you a load of information that Google and Wikipedia have chucked at me, and I've got wrong, and I'm guessing and blah. I'd rather say to you guys, comment in the comments box. Tell me all about Mourne Mountains from your personal experience. I bet it's an amazing place. It looks like an amazing place. Let's get this 8% double IPA out into a glass and see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, that's a dusty one. I've been doing some building work in the conservatory, and yeah, I won't use that. That's a dusty one right there. I think we'll use that's a bit cleaner. I'm currently straddled over a trench beneath my feet. Only a small trench. It's to connect the new water main that I'm trying to fit out here in the conservatory. Thinking, I mean, it's all kind of like, I call it winter work. I'm thinking of putting a sink and a worktop over here behind me. And I've channeled out below my feet a 30mm trench for a 15mm, got some here. 15mm main to go from here to where the sink is just behind you guys. Winter, you know, when you're bored in the winter, nothing much to do. Yeah, I call it like a winter project. We got a 1 finger white head on this beer. Good levels of slow moving carbonation. It's an amber beer in the glass, slightly hazy. Let's get the aroma. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Dank. Dank's a funny word in brewing, but it's the perfect word to use in beers like this. It's like all of the beers being captured in the liquid. All of the aroma, all of the flavour is captured in the liquid, and it's not willing to give too much away on the aroma, but you know it's there. Oh boy, you know it's there. It's pineapple, it's grapefruit, there's a little bit of kind of candied aroma, candied sugar coming through, candied fruit. A little bit of spicy pepperiness coming through. Smells brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's a bit different. I like that. Oh, you can feel that punch, you can feel that kick, you can feel that kind of, as a beer taster, all of these things. So I explain kind of like tropical flavors, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. I speak about kind of the yeast. There's a dry bitterness coming through on this beer, a really long dry bitterness. But it all happens so fast, apart from the dry bitterness, which is really longing. But it all happens so fast, and it all kind of, I'm having to explain slowly, just to offer you guys flavour profiles. But in your mind, it's like boom, boom, boom. The yeast, the malt, the hops, the water, it's all hitting you in the face really quickly. The beer's available from the nearest beer shop. You can get 5% off when you use the voucher code Stone the Crows, all lowercase, and it's free delivery over £60 for you. All of the beer, you can see there, they're fridges. All of the beer is cold stored in fridges. So your hoppy beer is always cold. It's always stored cold, as long as A to B in transit. I don't know if they can travel it cold storage. I don't know whether that happens, but there's a long period of the beer's life where it's cold, and that's the main thing for hops, to keep the hops fresh. So check out nearest beer shop for that. I want to concentrate on this because it's absolutely beautiful. Have a look at that beer as I rock it back and forth. Look at that. Nice tight carbonation. An old brewer once told me, the smaller the bubble, the better the beer. Look at the lacing on the top of the glass there. The beer is so well behaved. I feel very ignorant that I don't know where the Mourne Mountains is, but hey ho, I've never been there. Oh, that's good. It's just, that's everything I want in a double IPA. It's got a really creamy, rich, kind of thick mouthfeel. You know you're getting through 8% ABV worth of malt. And what I mean by that is, when you create a beer at 8% ABV, you have to create a lot of sugar, because the yeast eats the sugar and converts the sugars into alcohol. So the more sugar you can add to a beer, and that comes from the malt, the more alcohol you get. So you can, and then of course the effect of adding lots of malt to the beer is that kind of creamy, rich mouthfeel, that thicker mouthfeel on the beer. Beautiful stuff, really is. Look at that. Really lovely hop flavours coming through too. The malt comes through a little bit sweet, and then you're hit by this fabulous wave of flavour of orange peel, tangerine, grapefruit peel. It's like biting on limes, biting on lemons. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And then you're hit with this fabulous bitterness on the back end. So you've got sweetness over here, bitterness over here. Balance, for me, balance is so important with beer. A bit like a tightrope walker, walking along his tightrope. Sweetness here, bitterness here. Perfect balance. Great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. I'm going to rate it. And I love it. I love this. This is a really good example of a West Coast double IPA. It's got lots of bitterness on the back end. It's dank. There's a little bit of sweetness. There's lots of flavour. Brilliant beer. Brilliant beer. I love West Coast. West Coast double IPAs. Absolutely love them. I want to see more of them in 2025. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.